Hello, All Stars. We are going to be working on mathematics on this video. This is for Tuesday, the 23rd of March. And I know that I had asked you to look at the inside cover of your math book. And then I'm reminded that you don't have your math books at home. So I'm going to be showing you on this video what the inside cover of the math book so that you can look at the conversions that I ask you to look at for today, Tuesday. The other thing is I want you to get page 246 and 247 so we can go over the answers for those in just a minute. But right now you can always go back to this part of the video, pause it if you need to, but I'm going to show you the inside back cover of the math book with all the math conversions. Okay, I want you to take a look at those. Remember those. Remember a bushel and a peck. Remember a gallon and a quart, because some of those are going to be on the test that you're going to take. Now, the math test is not Wednesday. That's tomorrow. It's not Thursday. But the math test is going to be on Friday. And when you do the math test, it's going to have some conversions on it. So you want to make sure that you look at those. Okay. I want to look at 245 now. Number 1 on 245, I'm looking at the math answer key. Number 1A, you were to take 1/5 of 30, which is equal to 6. And then after you did that, you were to add 30 plus 6 plus 10, and your answer for A is 46. And the answer for B is 54. And then I want to show you now again the book so that you can see the answers to all of those shapes. Some of those shapes are going to be, those geometric shapes are going to be on the test for Friday. So take a look at this. Again, the first one for A is 2A. The answers are cone, hexagon, pentagon, sphere. And then on the second row, cube, triangle, pyramid, and cylinder. And then for 3A, the answers are 1,624, 332, 69,822, and 256 and 72 cents. And that last one needs to have a dollar sign and a decimal point to show the separation of cents. Okay, you're good? Now on page 247, look at your answers to 247. So for 4A, the answer is 3, and then B is 3, and then C is 2, 3, and 6, but you circle 6 because 6 is the largest number that goes into the numerator and the denominator evenly. And then D is 2, and E is 2 or 4, but 4 is your choice because 4 is the largest number that'll go into the numerator and the denominator evenly. And then the last one is 5. Section 5. The answers are 3/5, 2/3, 1/2. 2/5, 1/3, and 2/5. And then for 6, section 6. 110, 132, 80. And then 121, 81 and 100. 7, 29, 16, 24. And then 18, 26, and 19. And then the last section on this page, the answers are a quart is less than a peck. A yard is less than an inch. A pound is more than an ounce. A yard is more than a foot. A quart is more than a pint. And a gallon is more than a quart. Okay, 246 and 247, how'd you do? Got them mostly right? Whatever you didn't get right, you have the opportunity to study tonight and the next couple of days getting ready for the test that we're going to take together on Friday. Okay, and now I am going to turn to what actually is page 359. And I know that on the weekly, I wrote it as page 365. That's an error. It's actually page 359. You were sent page 359 today via a scan. So this page is familiar to you. We've looked at it before. But I want to redo it for review so that you're ready for Friday. The first part of this page is the fractional part of a whole number. And you remember that when you have a fraction and you have of and then a whole number, you are to divide the denominator into the whole number. So on this page, if you're looking at it, for number 1, it's 1/2 of 10. Well, 2 divided into 10 is 5. So 1/2 of 10 is 5. 1/5 of 25 is also 5. Dividing 5 into 25. And 1/3 of 15 is 5. I want to make sure that when you look at some of these, we'll look at these on the board. 1/2 of 10 is the same as 2 divided into 10, which is 5. And 1/5 of 25 is as if you were dividing 5 into 25. And the answer is 5. Here's one other example, 1/2 of 18. So you're dividing 2 into 18. And the answer is 9. Make sure that you understand this concept. 1/2 of a whole number, a fraction of a whole number, you're dividing the denominator into the whole number. So your assignment is going to be to do some more of these practice problems on this page. And I'll give you that assignment at the end. But before I do that, I just want to turn to the next page, which is page 360. Now, in the weekly, I called it 366, but it's really this page. It's actually page 360. So this page you've seen before also. It's reducing both the numerator and the denominator by the number given. So when you look at the first one, it's 2/4, and they ask you to reduce it by 2. So you're going to put 2 into the numerator and then 2 into the denominator, and you get a new fraction, which is an equivalent fraction. But it's a fraction that is equivalent and reduced to its lowest terms. For number 2, 6/8. 2 again is the number that you're going to use, and 2 into 6 goes 3, and 2 into 8 goes 4. So you have a new fraction, 3/4. If you look at the second section, which is starting with 6, 7, and 8, you are dividing by 3, both the numerator and the denominator. And the next one by 4, by 5, and by 6. So your assignment for today, this is Tuesday, the 23rd. Your assignment for Tuesday, the 23rd is look at the video, that's what you've just done, and do numbers 4 through 14 on page 359, and do numbers 10 through 25 on 360. That's all you need to do for today. We're going to pick up some of those other ones tomorrow. And let me give you one more reminder about reducing. These two are equivalent fractions. What I did with these two is I reduced 5 and 15, both of them by 5, because 5 is the largest number that goes into 5 and 15 evenly. So 5 into 5 goes once, and 5 into 15 goes 3 times, giving me an equivalent fraction of 1/3. 5/15 is equal to 1/3. The next one is 8/12. And with 8/12, I can use 2, but that's too little. I could also use 4. And 4 is the biggest number that I can put into both of these evenly. So 4 goes into 8 2 times, and 4 goes into 12 3 times, giving me an equivalent fraction of 2/3. And the last one on my page is 18/24, which is equivalent to 3/4. How did I get that? I use 6. 6 is the biggest number that goes into 18 and 24 evenly. 6 into 18 goes 3 times, and 6 into 24 goes 4 times. Remember, your assignment is to do the assigned problems on page 359 and 360, stopping where I ask you to stop. So 4 through 14 on page 359, and 10 through 25 on page 360. Okay. Thank you. See you tomorrow.